Welcome to KSM classes. Today I will discuss a few problems on continuity and differentiability. Now, here the first question is fx is equal to integral part of x plus integral part of minus x for x not equal to lambda for x equal to, and f is continuous at x equal to 2, then lambda is. This represents the greatest integer function or integral part. So it is given that the fx as a piecewise function. So fx is defined as integral part of x plus integral part of minus x for all the values which are not equal to 2. For all the values of x not equal to 2. And fx is equal to lambda if x is equal to 2. It is given that f is continuous at x equal to, then lambda is. Now the solution. A function f is continuous at x is equal to a, then limit extends to a, f of x is equal to f of a. This is the definition of the continuity. Now fx is given to be fx is equal to integral part of x plus integral part of minus x for x not equal to 2 and lambda for x is equal to 2. Now we can define integral part of x plus integral part of minus x is equal to 0 if x is an integer. If x is an integer is equal to minus 1 if x is not an integer. If x is not an integer. So here this is one formula for the integral part of. Now applying here. Now we will check whether the function we will check the value of lambda. Here it is given that f is continuous at x equal to. That is, f of 2 is equal to limit extends to 2 fx. Implies lambda equal to limit extends to 2 integral part of x plus integral part of minus x. Limit extends to 2 means x can approach 2 either from the left side or from right side. That means 2 plus or 2 minus. Whenever x is not equal to 2, it is given as integral part of x plus integral part of minus x. But when it is not an integer, because here x is approaching 2 means it is not equal to, it is either 2 plus, which is very closer to 2 and approaching 2 from the right side. That means it is not an integral value. Similarly, extends to 2 minus. Therefore, its value is equal to minus 1. Therefore, lambda equal to minus 1. The first one is the option. Our second problem is, which of the following functions is differentiable at x equal to 0? Cos mod x plus mod x, cos mod x minus mod x, sin mod x plus mod x, sin mod x minus mod x. This is a previous question in JEE. Now I will consider the first one. I will check all the 4 functions. I will consider the first one. Let fx is equal to cos mod x plus mod x. It can be written as cos x plus x if x greater than or equal to 0, cos of minus x if x is less than 0, cos of minus x, because whenever x is less than 0, mod x is equal to minus x. Cos of minus x is cos x minus x. Here mod x is equal to x if x greater than or equal to 0 is equal to minus x if x less than 0. The second one is cos of minus x is equal to cos x. So here applying like this. Now here if you differentiate f dash x is equal to sin x minus sin x plus 1 if x greater than or equal to 0, minus sin x minus 1 if x less than 0. Now left hand derivative LHD, that is equal to f dash 0 minus. F dash 0 minus means x is approaching 0 from the left side, that is x is less than 0. So minus sin x minus sin 0 minus 1, this is equal to minus 1. RHD, right hand derivative, f dash 0 plus, that is equal to minus sin 0 plus 1, this is equal to 1. So left hand derivative and right hand derivative LHD is not equal to RHD. So whenever the left hand derivative and right hand derivative are not equal, therefore f is not differentiable at x is equal to 0. So the first one is not the answer. Let us go for the second one. Fx is equal to cos mod x minus mod x. It can be taken as cos x minus x if x greater than or equal to 0, cos x plus x if x is less than 0 by the definition of the modulus function. Now f dash x in this case, f dash x is equal to minus sin x minus 1 for x greater than or equal to 0, minus sin x plus 1 for x less than 0. Now f dash x is equal to minus sin x minus 1 for x greater than or equal to 0, minus sin x plus 1 if x is less than 0. Now here f dash 0 plus minus sin 0 minus 1 is equal to minus 1, f dash 0 minus sin 0 plus 1, this is 1, implies these two are not equal and hence f is not differentiable at x is equal to 0. Now the third one, fx is equal to sin mod x plus mod x. So this can be written as sin x plus x if x greater than or equal to 0, minus sin x minus x if x less than 0. Now by differentiating f dash x is equal to cos x plus 1 if x greater than or equal to 0, minus cos x minus 1 if x less than 0. Now here f dash 0 plus is equal to cos 0 is 1 plus 1 to f dash 0 minus cos 0 1 minus 1 minus 2. These two are not equal, implies f is not differentiable at x is equal to 0. And the fourth one, fx is equal to sin mod x minus mod x. This can be taken as sin x minus x if x greater than or equal to 0, minus sin x plus 1 plus x if x less than 0. Now f dash x is equal to cos x minus 1 if x greater than or equal to 0, minus cos x plus 1 if x less than 0. Now f dash 0 plus cos 0 1 minus 1 0, f dash 0 minus cos 0 1 minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. both are equal, implies f is differentiable, at x is equal to 0. Therefore, the fourth option is the answer. The third question is, let gx equal to log fx, where fx is twice differentiable function on 0, infinity open, such that f of x plus 1 equal to x into fx, then for n is equal to 1, 2, 3, so on, g double dash n plus a half minus g double dash half is equal to. This is a previous JEE question. Now we'll start doing this problem like this. We'll consider log fx. It is given log fx is equal to gx. Implies f of x is equal to e to the power of gx. Now we'll consider f of x plus 1. This is e to the power of g of x plus 1. Now x into f of x. Let us consider x into f of x. X into e to the power of gx. It is given that f of x plus 1 equal to x into f of x. F of x plus 1 equal to x into f of x. So e to the power of g of x plus 1 is equal to x into e to the power of g of x. Now taking logarithms on both sides, log e to the power of gx plus 1, that is gx plus 1 into log e is 1. Here log x into e to the power of gx, that can be written as log x plus log e to the power of gx, that is gx into log e. That means here we can have the formula log mn is equal to log m plus log n. This is one formula. And the second one is log m power n is equal to n log m. So these are the two formulae which we considered here. So g of x plus 1 equal to log x plus gx. It can be written as g of x plus 1 minus gx is equal to log x. Now this is one equation which we obtained from the given conditions. Now here we are asked to find out g double dash n plus a half minus g of g double dash half. So first of all, we will prepare such an equation in which n plus a half or x plus a half will exist. So for that purpose, here replace x with x minus a half. We have g of x minus a half plus 1, that is x plus a half, minus g of x minus a half is equal to log x minus a half. Now differentiating this equation with respect to x on both sides, this will be g dash x plus a half minus g dash x plus a half into derivative of x plus half 1 minus g dash x minus a half into derivative of x minus half 1 is equal to derivative of log of x minus half 1 by x minus a half into derivative of x minus half is 1. Because it is twice differentiable and also we need g double dash x. So we'll again differentiate. This is g double dash x plus a half into derivative of x plus a half 1 minus g double dash x minus a half into derivative of x minus half 1 is equal to, this is 1 by x minus half, this is nothing but x minus a half whole power minus 1, that is minus 1 by x minus half whole square, x minus a half whole square into derivative of x minus half is 1. So it can be written as g double dash x plus a half minus g double dash x minus a half is equal to, this is 2x minus 1 by 2 whole square, that is minus 4 by 2x minus 1 whole square. So we got g double dash x plus a half, g double dash x minus a half minus 4 by 2x minus 1 whole square. Now you can put n is equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on up to n. Now, if you write n is equal to 1, 2, 3 like that, here by telescopic method means in a series, if Tr is equal to f of r plus 1 minus f of r, that means if Tr is in the form of f of r plus 1 minus f of r, then sum of the series Sn is equal to sigma r equal to 1 to n Tr. That is sigma r is equal to 1 to n f of r plus 1 minus f of r. Here, if you expand by substituting 1, f of 2 minus f of 1 plus f of 3 minus f of 2, so you will get like this, f of 2 minus f of 1 plus f of 3 minus f of 2 plus f of 4 minus f of 3, so on. If you put n minus 1, f of n minus f of n minus 1. If you put n, f of n plus 1 minus f of n. So you can cancel these two terms, f of 2, like that f of 3, like that f of 4 also. And here f of n minus 1 also, f of n. So you are left with only f of n plus 1 minus f of 1. Such a formula is called the telescopic method. Now we will cancel this one. We will write the formula as f of n plus 1 minus f of 1. So this is one formula for the telescopic method. So now applying this formula here by putting n is equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on up to n. Now we can write this as sigma x is equal to 1 to n g double dash of x plus half minus g double dash of x minus half is equal to sigma x is equal to 1 to n minus 4 by 2x minus 1 whole square. Now here, suppose that f of r is x minus a half. Now in place of r plus 1, that means here if you take this as f of x plus 1 means replacing x with x plus 1, you will get this one. Therefore this is in the form of f of r plus 1 minus f of r. So by sigma it will become g double dash n plus half, that is f of n plus 1 minus f of 1. So put x equal to 1. This is g double dash half. And that is equal to minus 4 can be pulled out. Now sigma x is equal to 1 to n. This is 1 by 2x minus 1 whole square. This is minus 4 into, put x is equal to 1. 2 minus 1, 1 plus, put x equal to 2. This is 4 minus 1, 1 by, this is 4 minus 1 means 3, 1 by 9 plus, put x equal to 3. 6 minus 1, 5, 1 by 25 plus so on, put x is equal to 1, 1 by 2n minus 1 whole square. So this is the option, minus 4 into 1 plus 1 by 9 plus 1 by 25, that is the first option is the answer. So this is the method of doing this. We use the formula telescopic method here.